Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hope you are doing well. We've got some juicy information coming out today in the form of a video from Devon Larratt. He has released a behind-the-scenes footage where he and John are somewhat, you can see them posing and filming some promo shots. But there is a few little moments in there where both John and Devon kind of reveal some of their cards, play a little bit of a game with each other on the left hand, and we get to learn a little bit about what this means ultimately towards the match on the right hand. Now, I have been known for making some pretty infamous and incorrect predictions based on pre-match grip-ups on the other hand, a la Devon Larratt, Devon Larratt, Denis Saplenkov. But this one, I think, I've learned from my lessons from last time, and I'm going to do a bit of an analysis as to see what I can see in this pre-match grip up, and we're going to go from there and see what we can have a look at. So let's have a look now at the video footage. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out on Devon Larratt's channel, but have a look right here. Okay, give me 2 seconds. All right, there we go. So you can see them gripping up on the left hand, John Brzenk, the shorter man of the two. This is one of the critical things that's going to be a factor in the way that these guys grip up come the right hand match. You can see at the moment Devon Larratt kind of conceding over John, wrist flexion, controlling the pronator, showing his intent that he wants to control the pronator. First and foremost, controlling the pronator of Devon Larratt will be key to success for John Brzenk in this match. Again, now in the strap, interesting stuff in the strap. Now, obviously, you've got the head referee there, Bill Collins, as well. And so Bill Collins is there. He's probably instructing these guys. They're probably going through some rehearsals as to how the setups will run on the day. You can see the promo shots are being filmed. So no tension there at the moment between the two of them. There's nothing going on in respect to arm wrestling, but you can still see from the posture, you can see that Devon Larratt is very much protecting height. John Brzenk tests out a little bit there. You can see him playing around, testing there, and Devon maintaining that height. Now Devon sinking down into the hook. You can see there, Devon Larratt. Oh, yeah, now we've got the camera angle changing. Look at the height there from Devon Larratt. This really, you can see him propping off the elbow, which means he's really rising that up pressure. You can see stressing the fingers of John from there. John from there, I don't know. I don't want to say it, but I think Devon's in a really strong position in terms of the balance of power on the left hand right there. Again, you can see Devon sitting down. I mean, he's propping his wrist up. He's dropping the front knuckles. He's bowing the wrist, gaining height. That looks to me like it's going to be the setup that Devon is going to employ, revealing his hand somewhat in the way that he is probably going to pull John. Handing it away is Mike. What are we going to see now? Let's have a look and continue. Okay, so remembering that John needs to control a pronator, that's really the reason why Devon is really protecting height. If we remember back to the 2008 Arm Wars and we think about the way Devon took control of that first round and then the cards just came all his way from there, it was because of height. We heard John complain about webbing height in live videos with Neil, and it seems fairly evident. Okay, and now from here, we're just going to see Devon chill, and nothing else really comes of it. But yeah, so I'll end that one right there. But ladies and gents, what I learned from this one is that I think Devon is going to be protecting height. First and foremost, Devon is going to be dropping his wrist. He's going to be propping his elbow and levering off that, and that is going to be his start point. He recognizes that he needs to protect his pronator, and height and back pressure are going to be his two tools. John may have options to top roll from there, but if John comes in looking for that pronator, Devon's going to be in a great position. Now, we did see John test a little bit there on left. He did test to see if he could move Devon and break that pronator, and Devon looked rock solid from where John was. We did see John attempt a posting top roll like he did against Chance Shaw and Dimitri Kachan, Paul Lynn, etc. And it's a method he's been using of late against Cody Merritt. And Devon did look very comfortable holding it. All that said, here's the thing. When you're in John Brzenk's position, and this is why arm wrestling is awesome. When you're in John Brzenk's position, i.e. you're the man that is not building the wall, then you don't shoot your best arrows. You don't. Devon Larratt's building the wall, and Devon Larratt pretty much just showed John the wall. He said, here's the wall. What are you going to do about it? Devon Larratt tested his wall out, and he felt what John's approaches were like. Devon's put the wall up, sat there and went, my wall feels pretty damn solid. In his mind, he feels good. He feels like the wall's there. John shot a few arrows at this wall, shot a few testing shots. John certainly not going to break that wall down with those testing shots. But here's the thing. Someone like John, those testing shots are very important. Those testing shots show John exactly where potentially the wall has its cracks, where potentially the wall is most vulnerable. And John really has an outside or a slightly inside version of an attack that we're going to see launched at Devon Larratt. Now, John will have gathered that knowledge there based on that. And what we'll see, even though John did test out with a reasonable degree of effort, come match day, you'll see a lot more from the man who's in that position of firing the shots. You'll see a lot more deception, a lot more hesitancy to actually meet the wall head on. Because when you're the guy building the wall, you're just happy for someone to come up slowly. And that's what John did today. He came up slowly to the wall and then tested, and then couldn't get through it. But what you do, when you're the guy creating the wall, what you don't want is the guy coming out of the dark, coming out of nowhere, where you don't know where he's coming from, and all of a sudden, bang, there he is. So when you're building a wall, you're trying to protect everything, okay? Because you don't know where the attack's coming from necessarily, okay? But the more you protect over here, the less you can protect over there, and vice versa. So Devon's really got to protect two places. He's got to protect his pronator, and he's got to protect his fingers. Okay, they're the two parts of the wall that are going to be most vulnerable to Devon. And John will fire an arrow at one of those places, and we'll see if he gets through. Oh, either way, it's very cool seeing these guys group up on the left hand, testing each other out. It's part of a beautiful part of the sport that you get that opportunity the day before with weigh-ins and promos and all sorts of stuff. You get to touch hands and start gathering intel. Very, very critical intel. Both of these guys, exceptionally high table IQ. They will have taken a lot away from that, and they'll have a picture in their mind of where the match goes come December 11. And I think we're going to see fireworks. All right, guys, let me know what you saw. Does this change anything for you? Are you nervous? Are you less nervous? Are you more nervous based on what bet you've made? I don't know. Either way, it's going to be good. December 11. Do not miss it. I'm going to be commentating it right here. Also live on Facebook as well. And make sure you got your Core Sports pay-per-view set up so you don't miss the action. All right, guys. Take care.
Yeah, that's a bet!